Previously in Chapter 5, Part 1, Leah offered a dragon scale to the Halad, never realizing the ritual meant far more than she had been told. Now whispers of a Bakunawa sighting spread across the village. A mysterious visitor arrives from across the sea. All while the Courting of Mayari begins. Still at the Halad, Amaya was uneasy. The night crawled beneath her skin. She leaned toward her sisters.
Do you feel that?
Amaya's voice was tight, strained. She'd been restless all evening, her gaze constantly scanning the crowd, the tree line, and the sky.
Feel what?
Yumi asked.
Like someone's watching. Dark, ominous, like eyes on my skin.
Luningning and Hana exchanged meaningful glances.
What is it?
Leah asked as she approached. The sisters drew closer.
Have you heard about the new immortal? He moves in the shadows, drinks blood.
Hana said. Luningning nodded.
The fishermen say he comes from the west. They call him a vampire.
A what?
Vampire.
Hana repeated darkly. Elena shuddered and added.
Bodies were found just outside the Kagabaton. Bite marks on the neck. Drained completely. Just one immortal? Or a race?
Leah asked sharply.
We don't know. No one's seen them clearly. Just shadows, glimpses. They move faster than Tikbalong.
Sora's eyes widened.
Faster than... That's not possible.
Amaya wrapped her arms around herself.
And yet, I felt it before. A presence. Following me. Maybe you have a secret admirer?
Yumi teased, but her smile was uneasy.
If I do, I'd prefer that he not drink my blood.
Laughter rippled through them, brittle and forced. Amaya shrugged her shoulders, trying to shake off the dark feeling.
Enough of this vampire talk. We still have the Courting of Mayari before the night ends. It's time.
A chorus of groans rolled from the sisters, but they followed her. Young men lined up, Sampaguita strings in hand, hope and swagger in equal measure. Ever the romantic, Amaya collected the flowers on behalf of her sisters. Her earlier unease turned to excitement. Maybe tonight a warrior would win her hand. Love would follow, and with it, the family she'd always dreamed of, the children she desperately wanted. The Courting of Mayari was a step toward that dream.
If they're going to parade in front of us wearing nothing but a loincloth, they might as well be handsome.
Amaya said to Leah, eyeing the male candidates in their bahag.
You're terrible.
I'm practical.
The Courting of Mayari was an old tradition, older even than the daughters themselves. On the night of the full moon, when Mayari was said to listen most closely, men and women could choose love openly. A Sampaguita offered was a question. A challenge accepted was an answer. Victory was consent.
I don't have time for this.
Leah muttered as her first suitor stepped forward, a cocky warrior from Tribo Kalunasan named Andre.
Choice of weapon?
No weapons.
His grin was insufferable.
Hand to hand. The closer I get to you, my love.
Leah almost rolled her eyes. It took exactly 2 moves. She feinted left, he lunged, and she swept his legs, following him down with an arm across his throat. She might have pressed a little too tightly because she didn't like being called my love when it was unearned.
Do you yield?
His head bobbed frantically.
Yes!
She released him and offered a hand up.
Better luck next time.
To defeat a daughter of the moon was to earn the right to court her. To lose was to walk away with honor and intact bones if one was lucky. She looked over to her sisters and saw all of them being challenged as well. Only Amaya seemed happy about it. She sighed. It was going to be a long night. 5 more followed. 5 more fell. Leah dispatched them with bored efficiency, her mind already elsewhere. The Bakunawa had been sighted more frequently lately. She could feel it. Tonight, it would come. She was midway through disarming her 6th opponent when her anting-anting flared hot against her skin. Her head whipped skyward. There, silhouetted against the full moon, wings spread wide, scales gleaming black and gold, flew the dragon. The Bakunawa. The daughters moved as one, weapons drawn, arrows nocked, forming a defensive circle with Leah at the center. Leah raised her bow, sighted along the arrow. The dragon's movements were erratic and unpredictable. She tracked it, waiting for the perfect shot. She loosed her first arrow. Missed. She grabbed arrows blessed at the altar, their tips dark with moon-forged poison. Then she ran for the cliffs to gain height, her sisters close behind her. Her blood pounded harder than usual. A strange sensation ran through her, like new magic awakening. She didn't have time to ponder it. On top of the cliff, she released her second arrow. Missed again. The Bakunawa turned, looked directly at her, and she could have sworn, impossible as it seemed, that it was laughing. Fury, or was it power, ignited in her chest. She nocked a third arrow and shot. The dragon jerked, and she saw it, her arrow buried in the soft scales beneath its jaw, the vulnerable spot the elders spoke of. The beast roared and dropped from the sky, fast and brilliant, like a falling star.